My name is Dave Harmon, and this is my story, rewritten by grace. I made a lot of bad choices in my younger years. I played in blues clubs around Seattle, and in my early 30s, I ended up as an alcoholic, daily pot smoker for 20 years, a womanizer, morally bankrupt person. One day, my life fell apart and I hit bottom. I ended up late at night in my bathroom in pitch darkness, surrounded by broken glass. I picked up a piece of broken glass and I thought, I can't take this anymore. Questioning where will I be after a few minutes, I could only picture more things as I was, miserable, alone, and in darkness. In desperation, I cried out to a God I didn't know. I said, God, if you are real and you can hear me, help me. If this is what you call life, you can have it. It's just too painful. The next day, I started going to AA. One day, while sitting in an AA house, a guy sitting at the table next to me, out of the blue, asked me, tell me, what do you know about Jesus? Agitated, I just said, born on Christmas, died on Easter. He came over and went through the gospel with me, but I didn't take. But he had planted a seed. A few days later, I bought myself a Bible and I started to read and read. A lot of it I didn't understand, but I also found a lot of comfort in some of the verses. One night, I knelt at the foot of my bed and said the sinner's prayer. My life changed. I changed. I didn't swear. I didn't want to drink. I threw out my pot supplies and my pornography. I started a Bible study with other alcoholics. I longed to hear preaching of the word and prayed for a church to go to. A few days later, a pastor knocked on my door and asked if I had a church I attended. And I went to his church and we went door knocking together. A couple of years later, I prayed for a companion and met Fawn. We had many phone conversations during the first couple of weeks, and during one of them, I told her she was not a Christian. She got a little mad at me, but she disagreed, but I knew. We went to church together while dating, and one day while visiting a local charismatic church, the pastor gave an altar call. I was feeling uneasy as the gal a couple of chairs down me was chanting Jesus as she rocked in her chair, and Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And I was a little uneasy, and I thought Fawn would be for sure. But as I turned to look to see if she was uneasy, she was not there. She was down at the altar on her knees. To sum it up, I was a single, depressed, broken, deeply moral, bankrupt man in his early 30s. By the grace of God, I changed to a new man with hope, redemption, a wife, 3 children, 6 grandchildren, and life abundantly. If you're hearing this and feeling broken, hurting, unloved, unsatisfied with the things of this world, maybe searching for significance, I beg you to cry out to God with a sincere heart. He will hear and give you a way out, for his love is deep and the Lord is able to restore more than you can ask or think.